Certainly Arizona, one of the best defensive teams in the country. Still quite a downturn from what Russell did against VCU, 28 points in the tourney opener. Those 16 misses, by the way, the most by an Ohio State player in an NCAA tourney game since Jimmy Jackson. Missed 19 in a win over UConn back in the early 90s. So he's in good company. And the truth is, look, Russell did not have a good day, but they also got beaten up inside, Steve.
Oh, man, Arizona was tremendous on the glass. 18 offensive rebounds for Arizona, and their size just wore down Ohio State. The Buckeyes did what they could in terms of playing the zone and trying to limit the offensive glass, but it was just too much. Arizona 43-26 on the rebounding numbers, period. And T.J. McConnell, Dave, he was outstanding. 19 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, I think he's a senior, and he got tired of hearing about D'Angelo Russell, so he went out there. He and Gabe York made sure that they had nice balance, and Arizona looked like one of the better teams in the country today.
Now, they did, particularly in that second half. Ohio State was in the zone predominantly and really had no answer at all for Arizona.
They didn't, and when the only team that I've ever seen, Dave, in an NCAA situation that can play all zone and dictate tempo and make their opposing team not look so good as Syracuse. Everyone else, when you play a zone for 20, 30 minutes, eventually good teams are going to figure out, and that's exactly what Arizona did.
And you understand why they did it. They didn't want to get carved up even more inside. They were trying to protect their bigs a little bit, but Arizona scored more than 1.5 points per possession in the second half, and that's off the charts good.
Sure.
And as a result, the Wildcats move on. It is their third straight Sweet 16, and Ohio State's season is over. Let's take a look back at the season that was for the Buckeyes. They finished right in the middle of the pack in the Big Ten. The most losses in a season since the 2008-2009 season. Now, Russell was, of course, an incredible bright spot. He was first-team All-Big Ten. He was Big Ten Freshman of the Year. You look at the numbers, one of 3 major conference players since the 96-97 season to average more than 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Evan Turner, another Buckeye, and Curtis Stinson, Iowa State, the other two. What do you take from Ohio State's season?
You know, it was interesting because the Buckeyes started out playing a non-conference schedule that was kind of like a D3 school, really. They didn't really play anybody in the non-conference, ran up gaudy numbers. And then what happened, they got into conference play. They finished 12-6 in the Big Ten, and they had to make some wholesale changes to their lineup. We saw Amir Williams get pulled out of the starting lineup. Mark Loving was suspended, and before he was suspended, he was the leading three-point shooter in the country. He comes back, and he's non-existent. Keita Bates-Diop steps up in certain situations. So I think Thad Matta and Ohio State did a lot better ending the season, Dave, than the way that they started, in my opinion.
Well, the non-conference season probably goes a long way towards explaining their seed,
sure,
which was lower than I think many of us expected. Will be interesting to see what Russell decides to do. They obviously lose some seniors. Yeah, I mean,
he's gone.
I have to at least hedge it a little bit.
No, you don't.
All right.
He's gone.